today. Hopefully, you guys are well. Today was another great live trading session. Each and every day, trading simplified. When you come in, trade the same plan over and over and over again, right? And that's really what gets to it. Every day, I live trade, make myself accessible to the team every day, 9:30 a.m. to about 11. First hour, I share exactly what I'm doing on the call. Typically, we done in 35, 40 minutes, and we get to go enjoy the day. But if you have a question after that, you get to hop on in a live market and ask me anything that you want. So in the end, do you have the faith for yourself? But we're gonna rock and roll. I want to share with you why I called out the trades that I call out, and and I'm gonna give you back your Wednesday. All right. So let's rock and roll. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Come on. Come on. Let me share my screen. Share. And here we go. So, first chart we have right here is simply this, right? This is our Swing Master Pro and our profit pivots chart that we have each and every day. Let me put this on a different one real quick. Let me put myself here on the side. There we go. Yeah, we good. So each day we come in for people that like to day trade and be in the markets for, um, like I said, that first hour. This is a good spot to be. And we simply look for one pattern that plays out. What we look for right here is a green candle, and if it touches one of our pivots, we like to take a breakout right here, and price goes to the upside. The candles are red, touch one of our pivots. We take a breakdown right there, and that is how we are able to make money. Very, very simplified, right? In the end, it's taking the same pattern over and over and over again. I'm trying to delete this real quick, and yeah, that's exactly what we do each and every day. So let me erase this real quick. That we get right in. Remove the drawings. There we go. That's an easy one. So coming into the markets today, we trade stock options. We trade futures live every single day. Half the team is on option side. The other half of the team it's on the future side. And then there's half of half that they're hybrids like myself. We trade futures and stock options. So I'll share with you, like I said, what we called out today. First trade, we had a trade right here to the downside. We were looking to take a short, and we got that short right here. Wasn't a quick move. The second trade that we called out right here was a breakout to the upside, and we got a nice move, right? When this broke right here on this candle, right here becomes your stop loss. And look what happens. You kind of want to hold it to about that target right there. So when this trade, the second trade of the day, we had 68.61, and it went up here to 68.68. So that's 7 ES points. Every 1 point is $50. You're never going to capture that full move, right? But some people got stopped out up here. Some people got stopped out right there because they wanted to take profits. On this trade right here, we took a breakdown right here at 68.23, hit a low of 68.18. That's 5 points right there. There's a max of $250. That first trade, you could have easily gotten $100 or $200 off that. This second trade, you easily got $200 plus. When you add them together, guess what? That right there is an easy $300 that you could have generated just trading ES this morning. That $300 on average, right, comes out to be almost six figures at the end of the year. My goal, like I said, is to get you one or two winning trades. You could walk away in the first 30 to 45 minutes, and that's exactly what we like to do. So the next chart, we're going to come down. We over here now, right? We got a breakout right here. Doesn't look like much, but it went from 953 and it went up here to 968. It went 15 NQ points before reversing. Unfortunately, your stop out would have been down here. I lost my drawing tool. Your stop out would have been down here, but we have a rule in place. Once we move 15 NQ points, we go back to break even. This trade right here wasn't a loss, and it wasn't a winner for me. Then price comes back on up, right? and we got another breakout right here. And on that candle stop out would be right here. And guess what happened? Price went up, didn't move 15 NQ points. It retraced, thought we might take a loss, and that's okay because it happens sometimes. And then on this expansion to the upside, guess what? It goes from 937 up here to 983, right? 37, 47, 57, 67, 77. That's over 40 NQ points. You could have gotten 200 bucks right there on that trade right there, and you could have been done if that's your goal. So first trade was a wash. Second trade, we got at least 200 bucks on that. Then we got another breakout right here. This would be your stop out. And guess what happens? This thing ended up going from 58 right up to 04, almost 50 points in this little bit of movement right there. Guess what? You good. There's some people that took this breakout right there for another winner. You got another breakout right there. But what's my goal? Like I told you guys, my goal is to get us 1 or 2 winning trades in the first 30 to 45 minutes. So you got this one for a break even, and you caught this next winning trade right there, and you were happy. All right. The next chart we have over here, where the star's at now, this is CL futures. We did not get a setup on this because we were trading in between our area, and sometimes that happens. One of the hardest parts about trading is simply sitting here and being patient and waiting for your qualified setup. That is the hardest part about trading. All right. And the quicker you can get that, the quicker it's going to help you in the long run, right? So that's what it is. Now, on the stock option side, we have this first green bar, right? Hit a pivot. We wanted to take a breakout right here, and price reset never came. We got a new breakout right there. This will be your stop out. Everybody that took this breakout was able to capture this right here. On the share side, it went from 402 up here to 408. They're happy because you could have taken today's expiration. If you did not take today's expiration, you could have simply taken Friday's expiration. Nonetheless, that move right there would have given you at least 20 to 30% ROI. So that is a good winning trade. The next trade that we took today, right? We call this our SPX Lotto system. We have AI built into this, and it generates. I lost my drawing tool again. Let me fix that. And right here, our AI Lotto, we got loaded up today. The 67, right? You can see over here where your strikes would be. We got loaded up, and I share all this live every single day in our private community. Most of you guys are probably already in it, but for those that are just watching the recap of what we did today, this is a perfect explanation. So what this tells us is we put a lot of money into this. It gives us a probability of this option going 50 to 100% ROI. And if you shoot for 30 to 50%, your win rate is going to be a lot more. So 3 out of 4 trades, we expect to see 50 to 100% on our trades. But then on the losing side, we're going to lose probably 40, 50, or not probably, but 40, 50, 60%, right? ROI. That's the reason we call it a lotto. Today, we took this short right here to the downside, and check out what happened. It broke down at 68.28, hit a low of 68.11. This option contract, bam, like DJ Khaled says, another one. There's another winning trade right there for you, right? So there's another winning trade. And that basically sums up our day trading. We trade with a plan, we trade with a process, we trade with a system, and we do it over and over and over again. So maybe you don't swing trade, and that's totally fine. I'm going to share with you how we can swing trade, right? Because in the market, I believe day trading is valuable, but some people can't do that. I equally believe swing trading is valuable, and other people that can't day trade can do that. But if you don't do either, I believe that you should 100% invest. I believe everybody should invest, right? Because that builds wealth over time in good quality companies. Now, if you only swing trade, right? I'm going to put up SPY because it is affordable for everybody to trade. You're putting in $200 to $300 for one contract. You don't always get trades, but I'm going to show you the power of one of the things, right? One of the processes, and systems that we have implemented here for us that you can see right on the chart itself. So coming in here, let me get my drawing tool back. I'm getting it down. What if I told you there was a simple pattern and process, right, that you could have, oh man, I messed up. I can't move my chart when I do that. All right, let me make this a little bit smaller just so you could see. What if I told you there was a simple pattern and process that you could wait for? Does everybody here see that green candle, green arrow? You should. Does everybody see this red candle, red arrow? Yep, you should. When that happens from your phone, the software is able to be on your phone. You come back in and watch one or two different stocks, and at the end of the day, if you have a green candle, green arrow, or a red candle, red arrow, you could simply take that trade, right? Now, we have a stop out, right? We take 4 weeks of expiration time, and we're looking to go get a measly $2 or $3 of share side movement in our favor, because at that time we're up 15-20%, if not a little bit more. At that rate, you don't have to take profits, but if you secure a stop in place and or trail, you're guaranteed something on that trade. Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you real quick how powerful swing trading is using our tools that we do each and every day. Here is one winning trade. There's two. There's three. Oh, there's a loser. 3-1. There's another one. 4-1. 5-1. 6-1. 7-1. 8-1. 9, 10, 11-1. Oh, loser. 11-2. 12-2. Right? 12-2. 13-2. 14-2, 15-2, 16-2, 17-2, 18-2. There's a loser, 18-3, 19-3, 20-3, 21-3, 22-3, 23-3, 24-3, 24 winners and 3 losers. I'm just going to say, well, let's just say out of those 24 losers, let's say we have 22 winners and 5 losers, right? Because we have 27 total trades in the matter of, right, July, August, September, October, November, December, right, January, February, in about what, a little bit more than 6 months, 7 or 8 months, give or take, right? And you can see the probabilities and the win rates. I'm a visual guy, so I'm gonna bring up my calculator. It is on the other screen. There we go. 24 divided by 27, win rate's 88%. That's good, right? 88%. Now, just because I took some of those winners away, 22 divided by 27, we have a 81% win rate. So we're going to go with that model right here. This is an 81% win rate, right? Let's just say you messed up. And let's say our average winner is a measly 20% ROI, right? And then our losers is a measly 25% ROI. So it makes our loser larger than our winner, right? Because I like to undercut it. So check this out. You have 22 winning trades times 20% ROI. That's 440% ROI. Then you have 25% at 5 losers. So 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. So we're going to subtract 125. And guess what? That's 315% ROI. Do you see the power of that? For every $100, your $100 is now worth $415. If you leverage $100 on every trade, if you leveraged $1,000 on every trade, your balance now is $4,150. If you leveraged 10K for every single trade, which we have people in the group that does this, you now have 41,500. In the end, the ROI stays the same, but getting started is crucial because that is how you can build your account up over time. Does that make sense right there? So that's just one way that we can swing trade. We have other patterns inside of what we do, but that's just one way for us to swing trade. Now, I'm going to share with you how we invest for the long haul. I'm going to pull up Amazon because we've been doing Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's not perfect, but what is, right? And I'm going to show you something, how powerful investing is when you do it strategic, right? And we're going to go more recently to let's just start at 2023, because if I go far back, we know it went from 23 bucks all the way up to 250, but that's because this counts in the split of the shares. So we did a 20-to-1 split right here. See that? For every one share, you get 20 shares, and that's why the price is cheap now. Now, let's just say from this standpoint where we bought, right? Here is a buy. Does everybody see that? Here is another buy. We buy when we get a buy signal. So our first buy is right here. Our second buy is right here. Say we have a $1,000 account, right? And our entry is at 116. All right. Well, 116, give or take. Yep, 116, 115 at 230 bucks right here, right where we're at. That right there, if you take your 1K and funnel it into right here, you now have 2K in your account. Do you see that? And that happens in the course of about a year, year and a half, right? At this point, you're up 50%. You could easily take profits if you trade with a larger amount. Now, at that 2K, sell out, let 1K ride, and bring 1K back to your account. You just doubled your account. Then we get another buy here, and if our first buy was down here, and we take another, that 1,000 on the side, throw it back into the market, we now have $2,000 in the market, and our cost average comes into about right here. Well, when it goes from 150 up here to 250, almost 260, right? That right there is about 66%. Your 2K is worth 3K. It's worth more than that at this high. You know, I'm about to tell you, sell out, bring 2K back to your account, right? And let 1K ride for free. You have 1K in the market, and you have 2K sitting off to the side. Do you see that? So now I'm going to erase all this. So then we come in and we find something else in the market, right? So we have 2K sitting off to the side. Now we come into our Bitcoin model, so we can stay diverse, and we do exactly the same thing. We have a buy right here. We have another buy right there. Well, we have 2K sitting off on our side while we have that 1K for free in Amazon. Take 2K and put 1K in right here and check it out. At 16, right? Where's that at? 15. At 30, right here, right? At 45, here's another line. At 60, here's another line. Your 1K turns into 2K right there, right? Sell out, bring 1K back. Now we got 2K back in the side pot. 1K turns here to 2K, sell out, and bring 1K back. That 1K turns to 2K here, sell out, and bring 1K back. So now we have 2, 3, 4. We have $4,000 on the side, while we have $1,000 floating in the market on Amazon and Bitcoin right now. So now we are diverse. We have two business structures in our investing model. All right, check this out. Now we get a buy right here. I'm going to take 1,000 out of here, and now we have $3,000 left in our account. But now we have $2,000 in the market. If our first buy was here and our second buy was here, it brings our average buy-in to about 35. Up here at 70, right? 75. Your 2K is worth 4K. Guess what I'm about to tell you? Sell out, bring 3K back. Now we got 6K in the market, and we got $1,000 floating for free. So if our average was 35 at 70, up here, I feel a sneeze. Ah, it's right on the tip of my tongue. My bad. Your 1K is almost 2K up here, but it's about 1,700. And let's say you just kept holding, and then it tanks. But guess what you just did? You have $1,000 in Bitcoin. You have $1,000 in Amazon. And now we got $6,000 sitting off in the side pot. And that is what I call smart investing, right? That is exactly what I call smart investing. So, with that being said, right? With that being said, that is how we do it with a plan, right? With structure, right? And when you can stay consistent, right? Consistent. Thank you. When you can stay consistent with the 3 pillars of success: consistency, risk management, and creating your plan. Hey, you guys rolling today. Appreciate it. But when you do that, that is how you build your path. Whether you day trade, whether you swing trade, and whether you invest for the long haul. So if that's something that you do like and you are watching this, just comment beast mode below if you want to get involved with kind of what we do on a regular. I'll send you a very nice invite to something special. Just comment me below. Other than that, hey, you guys have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Have faith. Praise to the Most High. Beast mode out. Hey, absolutely, absolutely. And here we go.